Okay, number 7 and 8, you have to state whether these are going to be part of the solution. And we're going to start with the first one. You plug in the values to see if it makes each statement true. And remember that 2 is x and -1 is y. So we're going to plug these values in. Start with the first one. Is -1 greater than or equal to 3? And it's not. -1 is less than, so the very first equation we wrote was not true. If it's not true, this is a no. That is not a solution to this system. The moment you have one no, you can stop. Otherwise, you keep going. On the next one, our value is x is 7. Now I'm going to change colors. X is 7 and y is -4. And we have to plug it in until we get a no or until they're all yes. So the first one is -4 is less than 0. That is true. So this one is true. Switch to the next equation, and -4 is less than 7 minus 3. Is -4 less than 4? That is definitely true. So the second equation works. The third equation, -4 is greater than or equal to -2 times 7 plus 5. Is -4 greater than or equal to -14 plus 5? Is -4 greater than or equal to -9? And that's true. So your third equation is true. Your last one, number 8, is a yes. Okay, when we're going to graph each systems of inequalities, you do one graph at a time. And the first one, we're going to start with y is greater than 2. And it's not or equal to, so we're going to draw a dashed line at y is 2. It's dashed because it's not equal to it, and it's everything above it, so we're going to shade above. Okay, so there's your first equation, and I'm going to put a mark, let's see, I'm going to put a mark there so I'll know what color I did each one. My next one I'm going to do is in green, and it's x is less than -3. So we go to -3. It's also a dashed line because it's not or equal to. And if we're looking for those things that are shaded less than, remember that we're looking for the stuff that's shaded already in the first one. So we're looking at this area. Now this is still going to be green as well, but it's not going to interest us because we have to have it in all the shades. So this area right here is the part we're looking at. And that one's green. The last one we're going to do is red. Y is less than or equal to 3, and 3 is right here. And it's this line right there, and it's everything below this line. It's below the red line, above the orange line, and to the left of the green line. So it's this part right here. And that's the only part that qualifies. And that is the red part. The red part that you can see is that only part that I colored was the part that was in both of the other shades. The rest of this stuff is red as well, but we're only looking at the part that's in all 3 shades. Alright, on number 10, we're going to start with the first one, and we're going to start it in orange. And we begin at the y-intercept, which is 0. And we're going to go up to, hold on, this is acting crazy, up to the left 1, up to the left 1. You can barely see these dots. The line is solid, and it's going to look something like this. It has to go downhill because it's a negative, and because it's less than, when you can write lower by the sign, just like that can kind of be an L, you're going to shade below that line. This one has a solid line underneath the inequality, so we're going to make a solid line of the graph. And that's the first part. The next one, we're going to do red, and it's y is greater than 1. Here's 1, and we're going to do a dashed line across there, and we're going to shade above it. But remember, on the second graph, we're only interested in shading the part that's already been shaded that's above the line. So we're only going to shade this part, even though this part over here fits the first one. We're only looking for the one that's in all 3 shades. Okay, the last one is x is less than 2. So 2 is right here. And we're looking for the numbers that are that's left of that. So all of this part where these dots are showing are going to be blue as well, but we're only interested in the part that's left of that line that's already in the shade. And it'll look something like that. Okay.